to the Tiger Forge Show. It's Motivation Monday, and if you're waiting for the perfect moment to get started working on your fitness goals, then you're in luck, because today we're going to be shining a light on the perfect moment to get started working on any fitness goal that you might have. And of course, we're going to open today's episode the same way we open every single episode of the Tiger Forge Show, with the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. So, are you ready to discover the perfect moment to get started working on your fitness goals and get your workout on all in less than 15 minutes? Well, good. Let's go get them. It's the Tiger Forge Show, and I'm Tiger Ford. I'm your host, Tiger Ford, on the Tiger Forge Show. Funny how that works. As always, we're going to kick today's episode off with the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. And the idea behind this very silly thing is that if you're struggling to get started working out, then it's a big ask to go from not working out at all to working out for, say, an hour or maybe even more. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the easy button on your workout, and we're going to work out for the space, the length, the exact length, actually, of one single song. And by workout, I mean dance your butt off. Today's track comes to us from Craig Reaver with vocals from Andy De Los Santos. This track is one of the best tracks that I've run into while I've been doing my search for dance music in a few days. I've been kind of going through my list of all the sources that I have of great dance music, and today the last few days, it took me a bit of scrolling to find just the right song. And I always let my body tell me when I hit that point. When my body starts getting down, then I know that I've got my jam for the day. And yeah, this jam comes from Craig Reaver. It's a really great song. I love it a lot. I hope you do too. I think you're really going to be into it. And without further ado, what we're going to do is start the countdown, starting right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Don't you stop, 'cause tonight it's on the line.
All right, you're a little confused about what we're doing right now. That's cool. Nothing wrong with being confused. No, I'm just kidding. This is the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. The idea behind this is just to get up and move for the length of one song. It's an easy way to hit the easy button on your workout. You get your workout on the space of one song, and then just move on with the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow and do it again, and you've got 2 workouts in a row, 2 X's on your calendar. You know it, a whole chain of X's for every day that you've got your workout on. I'm gonna turn my mic up, because last time I realized it was a little low when the music was playing. This song is so good. I love it. If you're not sure what to do right now, Okay. How about you just shuffle your feet? Step back to the beat. Nice and easy. Just getting up out of your chair as the wind. I love this part when it slows down. Catch your breath a little bit. Reset. It starts to build back up again. Yeah! Oh, this track is good. Did you catch that? I love ending on the gah. Nice. Ooh. All right. Thank you, Craig Reaver, for one of the best dance tracks I've run into in a long time with vocals by De Los Santos. Amazing, amazing vocals. I really love that track. All right. Today, we're talking about motivation because it's Monday, and every day we do a theme that rhymes with the day, you know, for fun. And today is Monday Motivation, and I want to be very clear about what I mean by Monday Motivation because it would be easy to misinterpret what I'm going for here and think that what I'm saying is that it's time to get motivated because it's Monday Motivation. Nope, that is not the case at all. As a matter of fact, I don't think Mondays are a great day to start anything or to get motivated for anything. You go from 2 wonderful days of absolute freedom and doing whatever you want, and then there's this Monday that comes every week where you have to stop doing all these things that you love doing and start doing the stuff that you have to do. Well, I feel like that transition is tough enough, and so I never start anything very complicated I never start anything on a Monday, to be honest. I'm just trying to make it through my day the best I can. And so today, what I thought we would do is we would unpack this concept of the perfect time to get started. You ready to start working out? Is that what's going on? Is kind of the meme in our society right now is this idea that it's time to start getting back into shape. But whenever that thought comes up, typically what we do is we start waiting for the perfect time, you know? Maybe there's this project at work that we need to finish up so that we can have the extra time that we'll need to devote to working out. And and then there's that thing that's coming up and there's going to be lots of food and alcohol there. So I should probably wait until after that thing. Oh, and I just went shopping, and the cupboards are full of junk food, so I should probably work through, eat through all of the junk food in the cupboards and get rid of all of that. It's either like eat it or throw it away, and I don't want to waste food, so just like, eat it all, and then when the junk food's gone, then that'll be a good time to start. Except it's Monday. And that Tiger guy said never to start anything on Monday. And so, maybe next week. Maybe we'll just get started next week. And if you've ever gone through that thought process, and if you're human, I imagine there's a good possibility that you have, then you know that next week becomes the week after that, and that week becomes the week after that, and you just keep pushing off getting started working on your fitness goals because the perfect time never comes. And that's because there is no perfect time to upend your entire life. To go from the absolute freedom of doing whatever you want, like eating whatever you want and not working out, doing whatever you want, to go from that absolute freedom to a very regimented program where you're no longer eating anything that you like. As a matter of fact, you now have to eat a bunch of new foods that you don't necessarily enjoy, and maybe you're hungry and you're sore because you've been working out so hard, and that's taking time away from you. You get the picture. There's this idea of getting fit kind of comes with this all or nothing mentality, which is that it's an all or nothing proposition. And so when we're staring down the barrel of an all or nothing proposition where we're going to have to change everything in our lives to start making positive changes, then of course we're going to need the moment that we make that transition to be perfect. It needs to be just right. Otherwise, it'll never happen because it's just so daunting. If you've been following this show for any length of time, then you probably already know where I'm going with this. And that is that if you're going to make a micro change to your fitness program, if you're going to add one small thing in, the smallest thing that you can add in, so small that you almost don't notice it, or so it's something that you enjoy so that you gravitate towards it. Either one of those is appropriate. If you make that choice, if that's if that's the change then you're going to make, then it's not this overwhelming thing that's going to change your whole life, right? It's just one small micro change. And so you don't need a perfect moment to make that happen. You can make that change anytime. You can make that change right now in this moment. You could do it right now, even though it is Monday. And I said that you should never do or start anything on a Monday, but you could. You could do it right now because the change is so small, because the change is something that you actually want to do. And so it's not this overwhelming thing that then needs a build-up and a special perfect day to get started. It's just something that you could do at any time, and then you do. And you just keep coming back to it. You keep doing it over and over and over again. And you kind of get away from this idea of the perfect time to start because you've already started. You're already in the middle of it, and you just keep going because the changes are small enough to sustain, or the changes are actually something that you're enjoying and you just want to keep doing it. So, to sum it all up, the perfect time to get started on your fitness program is when you've only made a small micro change, when you're only making a so small change that you don't even notice it. Then the perfect time to make that change is whenever you want to, even in this very moment. But if you're trying to wrap your mind around getting started on some kind of all-encompassing total 180 kind of fitness program where you become somebody, you do something completely different than what you're doing right now, then there's never a great time to start that. And I would recommend that you don't do that. Instead, start thinking about the micro change that you could make right now in this moment that is so easy that you almost can't make it. And then you're on the right track. Speaking of micro changes, I want to thank you for changing the channel and watching this show. It means a whole lot to me to know that my message is getting out there, because my life's work is to help take the struggle out of getting in shape for people just like you. And so when you show up, it means that my message is reaching the person that I'm intending it for, and that makes me very, very happy. So until tomorrow, when we're going to be talking about taking stock and the power of taking stock, I will remain your friendly neighborhood tiger, and this is me,